Felix.
お願いします。
How are you?
Doing well.
Good. All right, you want to, you know, on the first movement, I think you can step back a little bit further with your left foot.
I would. Here it'd be difficult, and then.
Yeah. I mean, from your video.
Oh, so yeah, that's.
You're ending with the shins a little bit like that. It can be a little bit more.
So I need to be.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, let's run through the kata bit by bit, and I'll sort of give you little pointers here and there.
Hi, Sensei.
So, yeah, first movement.
お願いします。Seipai.
Yeah. So let's see. Look, when you do the opening movement, just make sure that your heels are on the same line. It's always the same with these side-facing movements. You know, when I turn to look to the right, my left side of my body wants to come. So I'm trying to like deliberately keep the left side shoulder and knee back. And if my heels aren't on the same line, then I'm not really gonna be able to do that because I won't know where the line is, as it were.
Hi, Sensei.
Yeah. Yeah, good. And then when you do the punch here, just make sure you finish square with the hip. And then open, that's it, yeah, good. Yep. Yeah. And then that part, like when you're doing that bit, typically what happens is we tend to not have it high enough because I want to imagine I'm pulling up. So, so the elbow, it's almost like the forearm, like the right arm, the right hand, the left hand, and the leg are almost in the same line. What typically happens is the left arm and the leg is okay, but then this one is often like that unless we really exaggerate that or aware of it. That's it. Yeah. Then that left hand hooks as you do that one.
Oh, that's it.
So this is quite interesting because you know how when we're going this part, so we're doing that part here. So I'm here. 1, 2. It looks like I'm moving the hands at the same time, but typically when we do these kind of movements, it's one then the other, but it's almost simultaneous, but it's not. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, as opposed to like that.
Hi, Sensei.
And I think the way to do that is to have a different sense of movement with the 2 arms. It's kind of like, you know, when we do sci-fi and in the beginning, we're just sort of hitting hands together. And then it's like, this one's a little bit different feeling from this one. And so this one, this one is, I would say, more the heavy, sticky movement. And this is more the whip. It's still done quickly, but it just
slightly different timing.
Yeah, precedes the swing. Yeah. Yeah, and I think what may help is also if the left hand has a shorter line to its destination, as it were, than the right, that's also going to help a little bit. So what's happening right now is as we go to move, the left hand is dropping slightly, and then it's almost got the same arc. So what I'd like you to do is think about, don't let the hand drop, just bring it straight up. So it's got much. So all it really has is once I start my turn, it's just got this much. This one's got this much. So it makes it a little bit easier to get the timing of the 2, apart from being correct.
Hi, Sensei. Don't drop the hand.
And so I think, Felix, the way we figure these things out is to, as you know, is to break it down. You know, the more we can break it down into its individual parts, and then sort of stick it back together, I'd say the more easier to understand. So basically, the movement is 1, 2. Foot and hand go together. This hand didn't move yet, and as I turn, this one's going to do that, and this one's going to do that. So it's the right foot, left hand come out at the same time. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Hi, Sensei.
Yes, like that. Yeah. Yeah, and then that's good now. And then when you bring it up, just make sure it's on the trajectory of a middle block. So when I bring it up, when I move that hand, it's not going to go here. It's going to come up. Just as if I was going to do a middle block, so it comes up and across, and then when you turn your body that way. 1, 2.
Hi, Sensei.
I went down a little bit that time. 1. That's better. Yeah, much better. Okay, so that's much better. And then, so then the second bit is similar, right? It's even more difficult because we're in that weird position. So, so I've done that. And then when you move, let this imagine this right hand. What it's going to do is going to go from here. It's not going to go to here and then do that. It's going to go around, and the left hand comes back a little bit. So it's almost like I'm back to that start position for the right hand. So one, that left hand come back here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Yes, that's good focus. Yeah. That was a little bit too much together.
Yeah,
I like the way you're doing it before to break it down, where you're going. Basically, you're going like 1, 2. So it's like 1, 2. Like you can really divide it distinctly before putting it all back together again.
I can say I
You
think
feel the different quality of each move.
I'll need to devote focus time to that motion.
Yeah, just take a little bit of repetition.
I can say.
As long as we know where we're going with it. And then and when you let's see. When we're doing this part, so we're doing that. Try not to look down. Try to just keep your eyes level. So
Okay.
I'm looking to the side. I look at the front and I drop.
I can say.
Right now we're looking down, and the other part of that is not the key eye point.
Oh, okay. So only 2 key eyes at the Urazuki.
Well, there's those, yeah, and then the very end is key eye.
At the end, I can say.
We used to key
Okay.
eye. We used to key eye on that in IGKF, but then Miyazato Sensei, like the Jundokan doesn't. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. But
No,
I actually do like not key eyeing when you have to stomp down, because when you key eye with a stomp, like same with sci-fi, if you key eye here, it tends to take away from the technique, I think.
I can say.
But anyway, so that's just for standardization. I mean, obviously you could key eye wherever you want in your own practice.
And I know I'm right now. I'm just wiggling my foot. I'm not using. Buddy, get out. Dog wanted to join. I'm not using my hip to do anything with that sweep.
Well, and we can take that lesson from Sansedu, right? We basically do the same thing in Sansedu, where you're here. You know, we're here and we sweep this leg and we pull the hand down. So the hip's being used. This is the same thing, except this hand still does the same thing. It's much smaller, and I still get that heavy scoop on that side.
I sense it.
I think Sansedu kind of, it's a much larger movement, so it's easy to understand. Seipai is much smaller movement.
I sense it. So what do you say? Yeah. We're not.
That's the idea, looking straight. Good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's much better with the back straight and the dropping of the arms with that one. So again, when we look down, we tend to, it's almost like we're falling over. So
Hi, Sensei. Keep the head up. Look up.
yeah, because wherever you look, that's where the energy goes, right? In a sense that, you know, so if I'm walking and looking at something, I'm probably going to go in that direction. And when we're throwing something down, I don't want to be looking down, or I will feel like I'm end up tipping over forward.
Hi, Sensei.
It's quite important in application, because if someone's got hold of me as I'm doing that, and I'm looking, and I'm sort of, my energy is going in that direction, then I'll get pulled over. I can't resist that pull. If that makes sense.
Hi, Sensei. It does. I'll try to make sure my head's up and my weight is stacked. So when I drop, my weight drops here, not
Right.
like that.
Right. And you did it. You were doing it that time. And the other thing, when I lean, you know, when I look down, I tend to almost like hit, you know, here, because the more I look down, the more my hands will go that way, right? So here I'm trying to, like a pile driver, just go, just like straight, completely perpendicular to the ground.
Hi, Sensei. I've been trying to focus to drop my hands through my hip crease, so it goes here,
Exactly.
not out there.
Yeah, and that was, I think, when you keep your back straight, it was good. All right, last thing, like the very end bit. So on here, on the right side. So when you come here, let your hands come all the way out before you pull them in. So rather than just here, so I go that way and I reach behind me, pull them all the way in.
Oh, hi, Sensei.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and I guess the last thing about that then is, so you've done that. And then when I come to here, I'm just going to go immediately to that movement without doing that. Just 1, 2.
Hi, Sensei.
1, 2. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Okay, Felix, we got finished. Well done. Yeah. Try and get as much time practicing as you can.
I will. It's just a little difficult right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's good. We're making progress, definitely.
Am I doing all right? I haven't asked this in a while. Are my emotions evolving?
You, what do you mean by that? You mean like the quality of your movement as
Yes.
opposed to just the outward sort of? Yeah, I think so. I think the key is that we just understand when we've got that heaviness, that heavy, like this movement, for example, like 1, 2, 3, you know, or the difference in these type of movements. Yeah, and then so I think that definitely is improving, and the more you can focus on it, you know, what happens is like for this movement, you know, we're starting off and we're not doing the whole movement, so now we're doing the whole movement. So we're thinking about bringing the hands down here. Once you get that, you think about, okay, the stickiness of the movement.
Core.
You can't do everything at one go, right? First you got to, okay, I'm supposed to be putting my hands this far out, and then so as long as you keep focusing that, I think that's the key, is that if you now have a sense of the feeling you're trying to get. So I definitely see improvement. Yeah.
Hi, Sensei. Thank you.
All righty. We'll see you soon.
See you this evening.
I'll see you this evening. All right. Okay.
ありがとうございました。
はい